Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So we are back on Srimad Bhagwatam 5th canto, 14th chapter and 30th verse we'll be covering this time. So the earlier verses we have covered in the past video, so you can check it out too. So without wasting any time, we can start with this verse. So the verse goes like this: Yada pakhandibhiratma वञ्चितैस्तैरुरुवञ्चितो ब्रह्मकुलं समावसंस्तेषां शिरमुपनयनादिश्रौतस्मात् कर्मानुष्ठानेन भगवतो यज्ञपुरुषा यज्ञपुरुषस्याराधनम् इव तद् अरोचयन् शूद्र कुलं भजते निगमाचरे दिष्टो यस्य मिथुनी भावकुटुम्बभरणं यथा वानरजाते. So here Prabhupada ki jai, the translation given by him, His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So here, what does Srila Shukdev Goswami say? He says that the pseudo swamis, the pseudo swamis, pseudo means false, जो दिखता है बाहर से. When I was in 10th standard, I studied about अमीबा के बारे में पढ़ते हैं. उसमें pseudo hands होते हैं उसमें. It seems like it has hands and it can collect the beings and eat, but it is not really its hand, but it is pseudo false hand. So the pseudo false swamis, yogis and incarnations अभी इस दुनिया में अभी भी 4 या 5 चैतन्य महाप्रभु और 7-8 कल की अवतार घूम रहे हैं. So we must understand this happens right now. Who do not believe in Supreme Personality of Godhead are called Pashandis. This word Pashandi is the lowest word which we can use uh, to आई कैन से किसी को बुलाना हो या किसी को एड्रेस करने के लिए, टू एड्रेस समवन, दिस इज द लोवेस्ट और द लोवेस्ट वर्ड which Vedas or the Shastras use, Pashandis. They themselves are fallen and cheated because they do not know the real path of spiritual advancement. And whoever goes to them is certainly cheated in his turn. So, एक खुद तो cheated है ही, बट इट इज लाइक मैं भी कुएं में जाऊंगा एंड तुम सबको पकड़ के भी कुएं में कूदूंगा करके. नो, सो दैट इज द थिंग. व्हेन वन इज thus cheated, he sometimes takes shelter of the real followers of Vedic principles, Brahmanas or those in Krishna consciousness, who teach everyone how to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to Vedic rituals. However, being unable to stick to these principles, these rascals again fall down and take shelter among Shudras who are very expert in making arrangement for sex indulgence. So, yes, sometimes it happens that after being cheated, ये लोग सोचते हैं कि where can I find something प्रामाणिक which is bona fide. So they sometimes also get something bona fide like anything in this four चतुर्वर्ण क्या बोलने जा रहा हूँ मैं, ये 4 संप्रदाय जो कलयुग में है, श्री संप्रदाय, ब्रह्म संप्रदाय, रुद्र संप्रदाय एंड Kumar Sampradaya. Yes, these 4 Sampradayas are there, and these 4 are only Pramanik. So sometimes he also comes into this Pramanik Sampradaya where he can learn about how to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still because they are not able to follow it determinedly, so they again fall down and take shelter of some Shudras who make arrangement for sex indulgence or any sense gratificatory items. Sex is very prominent among animals like monkeys, and such people who are enlivened by sex may be called descendants of monkey. So we must understand whom we are. So according to Shastras, whoever is very much attached to sex life is monkey. Here, Shagrupad says in the purport, by fulfilling the process of evolution from the aquatics to animal platform, a living entity eventually reaches the human form. So after 84 lakh species में birth लेने के बाद a person, a living entity, finally gets a human form of life. So we must understand that it is 1 upon 84 lakh times, मतलब इतना probability है इसको मिलने का. So we must understand how much every second is much important. How much important is this for in the human form of life? The three modes of material nature are always working in the evolutionary process. Those who come into the human form through the quality of sattva guna were cows in their last animal incarnation. So whoever right now we can see हमारे आंखों से हम देखे and he seems very sober kind of person, and he is in sattva guna, like he wakes up early, he doesn't eat any very much onion garlic or anything which is very much agitating. He does not eat, he is not agitated very much, he is very simple. And so after seeing his qualities we can understand that whom he was in the last animal incarnation, and he was a cow. So here Prabhupada says this: those who come to the human form through the quality of Rajoguna were lions in their last animal incarnation. So anyone you can see that वो बहुत ही passionate about anything doing, and very much कुछ बहुत ही चटपटा कुछ तीखा ये सब खाने की इच्छा होती है. He is passionate about something, anything. So you can understand that he was uh, lion or any Rajoguna animal in his last animal incarnation, and those who come to the human form of through the quality of Tamoguna were monkeys in their last animal incarnation. So we must understand this. I cannot comment more. In this age, those who come through the monkey species are considered by modern anthropologists like Darwin to be descendants of monkeys. भी वो डार्विन का थियरी था ना दैट पर समहाउ एक सेल उत्पन्न हुआ ऐसे ऐसे करके एक्वेटिक हुआ, उसके बाद फिर बंदर हुए, बंदर से ही ह्यूमन हुए. सो उसका मॉडर्न एंथ्रोपोलॉजिस्ट लाइक डार्विन का ये थियरी था that we are descendants of monkey. We receive information herein that those who are simply interested in sex are actually no better than monkeys. So here एक प्रकार से देखा जाए तो it is true also that everyone are attached to sex life. So everyone are descendants of monkey. We receive here Shlaurupada once when he was said that someone said him that Darwin theory says that we are everyone from monkeys. We have come from monkeys. So Shrupad says they have may come from monkeys, but we are not, because in Vedic Shastras it is considered that the human progeny starts from the ultimate highest being, which is Brahma, and then we come to the lower and lower species of life. But this science is fully उल्टा, मतलब क्या कहते हैं opposite to Vedic Shastra. They say that we were in the lowest form and we are going higher. So we receive information herein. Okay, we हमने हो गया. Monkeys are very expert in sexual enjoyment, and sometimes sex glands are taken away from monkey and placed in the human body so that a human being can enjoy sex in old age. Yes, इतना इतना unfortunate condition हो गया that this also sometimes there is a surgery for this. In this way, modern civilization has advanced. Many monkeys in India were caught and sent to Europe so their sex glands could serve as replacements for those of old people. Those who actually descend from the monkeys are interested in expanding their aristocratic families through sex. In the Vedas, there are also certain ceremonies especially meant for sexual improvement and promotion to higher planetary systems where the demigods are enjoying sex. The demigods are also very much inclined towards sex because that is the basic principle of material enjoyment. Yes. Here Sharpad further says, first of all, the conditioned soul is cheated by so-called swamis, yogis and incarnation when he approaches them to be relieved of material miseries. When the conditioned soul is not satisfied with them, he comes to devotees and pure brahmanas who try to elevate him for final liberation from material bondage. However, the unscrupulous conditioned soul cannot rigidly follow the principles prohibiting illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, and meat eating. Thus, he falls down and takes shelter of people who are like monkeys. In the Krishna consciousness movement, these monkeys' disciples, being unable to follow the strict regulative principles, sometimes fall down and try to form societies based on sex. This is proof that such people are descendants of monkeys, as confirmed by Darwin. In the verse, it is therefore clearly stated, Yatha Vanara Jate. Yes. So Prabhupada is saying very much straightforward thing that these monkey disciples like me, he is directly pointing towards this fallen soul that I am a monkey disciple. So that was it for the purport given by Srila Prabhupada. It does not require much explanation because Srila Prabhupada is crystal clear in his Vani. So without so that was it for today's verse. We'll be covering the 31st verse in the next video. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.